So yeah, this is March 21st. It's first day of spring. It's early afternoon. I'm in southern Connecticut, and this is the road biker. This is really my first day on the road, I guess, this year. I've been out a couple times with a friend of mine, actually my girlfriend, showing her the ropes in terms of first rides on a road bike. So those trips were pretty much devoted to helping her get started. So this first ride of the year, essentially, is kind of a first in many ways. First ride in a week, actually, because I've been riding a trainer during the winter months. But about a week ago, I had a little issue with my back and kind of tightened up, stiffened up. I had trouble standing up straight and walking, so took a break from riding, took a break from my workouts. And because this day looks so promising in terms of weather, I said, okay, let's make this the first real ride of the year. See whether or not that training is going to pay off. Might be a little unfair to make an evaluation of my training today because, as I said, I've been off the bike for a week due to a slight problem with my back. And getting back on the road for the first time in the season is always kind of a learning experience again. But I'm hoping all the training I did this winter, it's going to give me some sort of benefits. So I'm going to take a short ride today, test out my legs, test out the new settings on the camera, and just kind of enjoy the day. Enjoyed the ride. When I was first pulled the bike out of the basement, and that's where I have my workout set up for my trainer, I thought, oh my gosh, such a nice day. I don't want to overdress for it, and so consequently I'm wearing a t-shirt on the top along with a long sleeve jersey, but fingerless gloves, but long sleeve jersey. And when I first put them on and went outside and started to get the bike computer set ready to go and get the camera set up, I thought, oh boy, I overdressed, it's warm. But after riding a little bit here, I think I made the right choice. I am wearing tights, and probably could have done shorts today, but no sense in getting uncomfortable if it's a little cool by the water, which is where I'm heading. I'm going to take a left turn here. Yeah, it's so different being out on the road compared to being stuck on the trainer and sitting behind a display monitor riding along on Zwift. which, don't get me wrong, is great for the winter experience. Nothing beats getting outside. But you forget about the bumps in the road, and you forget about headwinds and tailwinds, and cross traffic and oncoming traffic. So yeah, you have to learn to get back on your toes again and be aware of your surroundings. See that car, that BMW over here on the left? That's my girlfriend's car. She's getting her hair done today. I wonder if she saw me ride by. That would be funny. I'm going to be putting out more videos shortly about some of the changes that I've made to my bike during the off season, during the winter months. Essentially, I started off by getting myself a professional bike fit, and as a result of that, one of the things that I discovered about my particular bike, as well as my flexibility, my capability to be comfortable in certain positions, is that my handlebars are way too far away for me to be comfortable on. I've had an issue for the longest time getting comfortable with a bike seat. Couldn't find a good, comfortable bike seat. And as it turns out, the real culprit was not so much the bike seats that I was trying out, as how I had my bike set up. Anyway, as a result of that professional bike fit and determining how much flexibility I have in my torso, it was suggested to me that I might even want to consider buying another bike, because the geometry on this bike wasn't really the best for me. That really showed up when the guy doing the bike fit took my handlebars off, put on this adjustable stem and different set of handlebars, and put me in a position where I was sitting more upright with my arms bent as they should be, taking into consideration how flexible I am in my upper and lower back. And while I did feel the position probably is an improvement, it's really hard to tell when you're on a trainer, which is what they do, setting you up in a bike fit. It kind of indicated, the bike fit indicated that my handlebars needed to be a lot closer and maybe up higher. Anyway, long story short, I did not buy another bike just to solve that issue. I had already purchased a shorter stem from Ritchie. It's a Ritchie stem. And as it turns out, when I bought the stem, which is only 80 mil, it didn't fit the existing handlebars I had, which came with the bike and are essentially categorized as an old school type of handlebar. Anyway, I'd ordered a compact handlebar from Ritchie to go along with the stem that I already had, which did bring my my grips significantly closer to me. And as far as I'm concerned, that's all I really needed. It may not be perfect and ideal. That I think will come with time, with riding more, especially on the road, which I couldn't do this winter. So I'll be able to have a more complete evaluation of whether or not what I did in terms of upgrades benefited my comfort on the bike. At this point, I would say it absolutely did, and it was well worth the $100 and so, $150 between the stem and the handlebars that I paid for. So yeah, that's something I'll probably get into a little more detail later on with other videos coming out. But today is a little bit more about getting on the bike again for the first time since I've done the training, testing out the upgrades I made to the bike, and some adjustments I made to settings on my camera. Okay, let's keep moving and enjoy this day.